demanding answers after a man is shot by undercover police officers.
After a violent summer, Knott's Berry Farm issues a strict new policy to keep visitors safe.
And Netflix loses 1 million paying customers, but experts explain tonight why that could actually be good news for consumers. Welcome to Kcal 9 News Today, streaming live on CBS News Los Angeles. I'm Susie Sa.
And I'm Juan Fernandez. The family of a San Bernardino man wants answers after he was killed by police.
That's right. The family of Robert Adams is now being represented by civil rights attorney Ben Crump, and today they spoke out. Kcal 9's Jeff Nguyen has more from an emotional news conference.
The family of Rob Adams held a news conference in which they contradicted what police have been saying about the shooting. Since then, we've been trying to get a response from the police department. We've gone into the lobby. We've made multiple calls over the phone, while the family says it is angry and it is demanding answers.
I was on the phone, and all I heard after that was gunshots, and he never told me goodbye.
Tamika King says she was on the phone with her son Rob Adams Saturday evening when a security camera captured the 23-year-old running from police as he was shot and killed. Tuesday night, the San Bernardino Police Department released a video with enhanced images and statements from the chief saying Adams had a gun when officers in uniform were called to investigate an illegal gambling business.
He immediately ran toward two parked vehicles with the gun in his right hand. Officers briefly chased Adams, but seeing that he had no outlet, they believed he intended to use the vehicle as cover to shoot at them.
The chief says the officers gave Adams verbal commands, but their cameras did not record audio because of a 30-second buffer. Adams' family says the police did not identify themselves after pulling up in an unmarked car. His mother says he was unarmed.
She heard the gunshots while she was on the phone. She believes that what was in his hand was the cell phone. They want you to believe it was a gun.
Here's another look at the enhanced image from the police department and a picture of the weapon investigators say was recovered.
See if they can get a trauma kit too in the next unit.
Body camera video also showed officers carrying Adams to paramedics.
Adams had an extensive criminal history, was on felony probation for armed robbery.
If you look at the press release, they talk about a criminal history that appears to be based on other individuals with the name of Robert Adams, as opposed to Rob Adams, who was killed.
The chief says Adams was named as a suspect in an armed robbery at the same location previously. His mother says he had been working there as a security guard.
I just want answers. This is all his family. My son was well loved.
Lawyers for the family have drafted a complaint which they plan to file soon. In the meantime, the police department is investigating the use of force, and those findings will be reviewed by the district attorney's office. In San Bernardino, Jeff Nguyen, Kcal 9 News.
A search is underway tonight for a team of thieves who broke into a high-end store in Beverly Grove early this morning. Police say the burglars used a van to smash into the Chanel store on Robertson Boulevard, just north of Alden Drive. They say as many as 8 thieves were involved. They took off with a bunch of merchandise and 3 vehicles. A witness who did not want to be on camera recorded the crime as it happened.
Youngsters coming out of a bunch of cars, grabbing a bunch of clothes, and heading off into like a truck and what seemed like a older, white van. They took everything that was on the display case.
Well, tonight, anyone with information is asked to contact the LAPD.
The gunman in a 2019 Sylmar murder is now on the FBI's most wanted.